Ladies and gentlemen, picture this: you're standing at Amelie Quay in Copenhagen. The sky is steel gray, the wind cuts like glass, and snow and sleet are hitting your face so hard you have to blink twice just to see ahead. Now imagine, through that freezing blur, a mighty ship appears, a vessel built not just to survive the Arctic, but to live in it. And on this icy morning, the King of Denmark steps aboard. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you to that moment, a moment when winter arrived early at Amelie Quay, just as His Majesty King Frederik arrived to visit one of the most remarkable research vessels of our time, the Terra Polar Station. Snow swirled, sleet hammered the pier, and the cold wrapped itself around everything. But in a strange way, the weather felt absolutely perfect. Because what King Frederik walked into wasn't just a regular ship visit, it was a preview, a gentle whisper, of the brutal world the Terra will soon face in the Arctic. Now, for those who haven't seen it, the Terra Polar Station is not your typical ship. Think of it as a floating science base, a vessel designed to drift for months, even years, locked tightly in sea ice, hundreds of miles from anyone or anything. As the king stepped on board, researchers from France and Denmark welcomed him and began unfolding the story of this extraordinary craft. They explained that the Terra is more than steel, machinery, and clever engineering. It's a window into the future of the Arctic, and, by extension, the future of our planet. They described how, once the station enters the ice, it will drift for long periods in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. No ports. No nearby rescue ships. No easy second chances. This ship must survive purely on strength, engineering, and human resilience. During the visit, the crew led King Frederik into the central research areas, the beating heart of the vessel. Here, scientists will study everything from sea ice structure to ocean chemistry, from shifting ecosystems to the hidden layers of the Arctic atmosphere. They showed him how the ship's unique construction allows it to withstand crushing ice pressure. They pointed out systems built to ensure heat, power, and safety even in months-long darkness. Every room, every corridor, every instrument has a purpose, to help the world understand how the Arctic is changing, and what that means for all of us. The king listened closely. He saw not just the machinery, but the mission, the idea that this humble-looking vessel could help answer massive global questions. You might wonder, why does a royal visit to a research ship matter? Because this is where science meets responsibility. The Arctic is warming faster than nearly anywhere else on Earth. What happens up there, in those icy seas and shifting ice sheets, will shape future storms, sea levels, and weather patterns around the entire globe. Denmark, as an Arctic nation, has a special connection to that future. And King Frederik's visit symbolized something powerful. A commitment to global collaboration, scientific discovery, and protecting the fragile systems that keep our world in balance. Before King Frederik left the Terra Polar Station, the snow was still falling, thicker now, colder, swirling over the decks. It felt almost as if Copenhagen was giving the ship a tiny taste of what awaited it far to the north. And as the vessel continues its tour of northern European ports, preparing for its Arctic mission, it carries with it not just a crew, but a responsibility. A responsibility to reveal the truths hidden in ice. A responsibility to warn us of changes we cannot ignore. And a responsibility to remind us that, sometimes, the future of the world depends on a ship drifting silently through frozen darkness. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.